Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Inspire Ipswich show with me, Leyandra, and
Cam, yes.
Yay, it's been so long. How are you, Cam?
I'm doing fantastic. I know it's been so long. I feel like we could talk for the rest of the day because we've not been on the show for a long time, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? We haven't been on the show for so long, so that's why we just wanted to reach out to you guys and check back in. There's so much that's been happening, and unfortunately, Inspire Ipswich sort of took a backfall for a little bit because of all the madness that's been happening. But we are back. We are here to motivate and inspire you and get you through all this madness that's going on at the moment. So today's show, we're going to have a look at fear. But before we get into that, I just want to see, Cam, how have you been? Like, how are you? How is life?
Oh my God, life is going well. Obviously, so much has happened, which I don't want to go into the show. But some of our listeners, those who have been attending the show, those who follow us know what's happened to me recently. Some stuff has happened, but it's part of life, which I'm not going to go into. Other than that, man, life is good. Things are going well. I'm grateful, obviously, because so many people have lost their lives. So every morning I wake up, man. Before my meditation, I start with gratitude, just being grateful, for my kids, for my family, for everyone. And, thank God we're still here. How
That's
about you?
it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly the same as you. We've been having ups and downs, but at the end of the day, just staying strong, knowing that, tomorrow brings another day, and just keep moving forward. It's about keep moving forward in the most positive mental state that you can for yourself. And that's what I've been finding, is just finding the natural flow, because things are going to happen, but it's just how are you gonna see it, how are you gonna perceive it, how are you gonna move forward. So I've been learning all sorts of new things and applying it to my life. It's been a good journey. Ups and
Mm,
downs, but it's been a good journey. But this
exactly.
is a great way of knowing, like, of even starting the show and letting people know that, we both have our trials and tribulations, but we're still here, we're still moving forward. And that's why, guys, we wanted to look at fear and overcoming fear, to empower yourself today, because we think
Mm.
it's a really important one, to kind of get going. So if you're happy, Cam, I'm going to jump straight in with our first quote.
No, 100%. Yes.
Do this. So, guys, I wanted to kick off with this quote today because this quote really, really touches me. Like, it's one of my best quotes, I think. It's not my quote, but one of the quotes I use. So,
It's all right. Use
bravery.
a comfort zone.
I put that in there, copyright. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. A brave person is not someone who dares not to feel afraid, but someone who conquers the fear anyway, by Nelson Mandela.
Could you say that quote again,
Of course I
please?
can. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. A brave person is not someone who dares not to feel afraid, but someone who conquers the fear anyway.
That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. And who else than to say that quote than one of our greatest leaders of all time, Nelson Mandela? What a way to start the show off.
Do you know what I mean? The reason I wanted to start that with today, that particular quote, is the fact that we all feel fear. And I think people look at people that are doing amazing things, even at this time, doing absolutely amazing things, and they envy or they feel a way about that, and they're like, oh, I wish I could be like that, and they put themselves down. But
Mm.
God, like, every single one of us feels fear. It's human. We're humans. We're naturally going to feel that. It's getting over the fear, moving forward through the fear. I mean, I feel fearful every day. Sometimes I feel fearful for just coming out the house. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm sure, Cam, you can empathise with that. But it's not about the fear. It's about moving forward through the fear. Like, I call the training that I do warrior training, but I'll get more into that later on in the show.
And actually, can I mention something with regards to what's going on? There's so much fear, like you said yesterday, in town with my kids and my eldest daughter. Guess what she said? So there was a massive queue at Primark, yeah. And guess what she said? She said, "Oh, look at these people. They're not practicing social distancing." But guess what? They were practicing social distancing. Only thing it wasn't 2 meters. I said, no, they are. Look at them. They're not close to each other. Do you know what she said? She said, Dad, that's a meter. I don't even know how long a meter is. She said, Dad, that Oh my God. I was like, what, these kids? Yeah, they're saying, see everything that's going on. Literally, she was like that. So you can imagine if the kids feel, you can imagine the news, we're passing it on as well subconsciously. So there's just so much fear everywhere. Like you say, sometimes, man, you could be scared to walk out of the house with what's going on.
You know
You
what
do
I
that,
mean?
so the numbers are going up. You're like, oh my God, you meet someone, it's just even subconsciously now, someone brings to shake your hand, even subconsciously, ooh,
Do you
don't
know what
get
I mean?
close.
Everyone's just consumed in fear. And because we're so consumed in fear, we're not thinking logically about the situations that's going on, or even situations in our own home and things like that. Because once you're in fear, I'm going to just give you as a quick science lesson. Once we're in fear, everything else shuts down because your body's just your body is literally trying to get away from what it is that it's afraid of, and it's a natural reaction back from way back. Do you know what I mean? And it's just a natural reaction where your body will naturally shut down all the blood flow to everywhere else other than the hands and the legs. Your arms and your legs, to get you out of the danger. But that means you're not even using the right parts of your brain. You're only using the parts to get you out of trouble, which it shuts down all the other parts. And because it's shutting down the other parts, you can't do all your critical thinking. You can't weigh up the right and wrongs. You're just acting out of fear. So instead, you're literally just doing instead of thinking. And that's one of the problems that comes with when we consume ourselves in fear. So today we want to look at ways of actually like moving forward from that. Because like I said, every one of us feels fear, every single one. And like you said, Cam, even the children are feeling it. And obviously, us as adults, we need to set an example for our children, because they follow in our footsteps, and we don't want to be consumed in fear. So we obviously do not want our children to be consumed in fear, because they're the ones that are going to have to live on this planet for a very long time. So we need to teach them how to overcome these things and how to bounce back quite quickly and move forward.
Absolutely.
So
true.
So like I said, every one of us feels fear, and what we need to do is build up. Now, I don't know what you do, Cam. Can you give us some tips in regards to what you do to fight your fears, how you overcome, any sort of strategies that you use?
Okay. Yeah, actually, the first one I want to go into, I think for me, it's what I've learned now in the things, and obviously the things I'm still fearful of, but the things I've been looking back, it's not that I wasn't fearful, but I just faced it. So the first one is, I want people to remember is that there's so many tactics, but people always say the best way to cure fear is through action. Action, action. The antidote to fear is action. You just gotta take, because look at it this way. Let's say you've got a door that you need to go through, yeah? So it doesn't matter unless you actually go towards that door. The door is not going to move close. It's not just going to open. You just gotta go through that door, over it or underneath, by attacking it. Yes, when you attack it, yes, you might get bruised, but guess what? At least you get to see what's behind. You get to discover a different part of you. So for me, what I tell people is just attack it. It doesn't have to be that massive attack. It could be through small steps, which is coming to action. Baby steps. Do something just moving you closer and getting comfortable with that fear, if I can use the word, because you can't really get comfortable, but the more you do it, actually becomes easier. And then, so the first one,
instead of fighting it, you just let it in. That's what I found.
Yeah.
Let it. It sounds weird, but you just let it come in. Like let it be part of you, and then you can sort of move forward from it.
Actually, you just some words trigger something. In fact, I like you said, let it be part of it. It's like make friends with fear, man. That's how I describe it.
Yeah, I like that. That's a great one.
Yeah, but you instilled in me when you mentioned something, then it's triggered. It has someone say, make friends with fear. That's the only way. Because guess what? That's what they say. What you resist persists. So if you're resisting fear, it's always going to be there. But if you make friends with you're like, okay, okay, let's have a conversation. So this is what yes, fear, yes, I recognize you. I know you're part of me. Of course, you're going to show up because I haven't done this before. Guess what? When you're like that, straight away, even your physiology will change, because you're acknowledging it, you're accepting it, and that's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to move through it smoothly, because it's like you're not applying pressure. It's like kung fu. Yeah, I do a bit of martial arts. You know how they do. When someone attacks you, you don't. But you took all that energy with you, and boom, that's how you do it.
That is. That is definitely.
Mm.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Cam. I would like to add to that with another technique as well, which I call, like I said, warrior training.
I
So
love it.
this is
Never
what
heard
I
of that.
call it.
I'm writing that
You
down.
know what I'm
Warrior
like?
training. I
Warrior
love that.
training. You know what I mean?
Warrior.
We're like Spartans out here.
As in warrior, right?
Sorry?
As in warrior, yeah?
Yeah, as in a warrior that goes out and faces battles.
Oh,
Now, like a warrior, they train all day, every day to make sure that when they're in battle, they are ready. They've got all their tools that they need. They've got everything they need. And guys, this is exactly what you're doing, is you are training yourself every single day. And like Cam said, even if it's just a little bit, it does not matter. There was a famous saying, I can't remember exactly who said it, but if you cannot fly, then you run. If you cannot run, then you walk. If you cannot walk, then you crawl. But my God, you are going to keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what it takes. You're going to keep moving forward. Even if you have to crawl. Sometimes I have to crawl. But you're going to keep moving forward. Sorry?
Martin Luther King say that.
That's it. Oh, Martin Luther King, another great one, another great leader. So what I would do is, this is what I do every single day as well, is I build up my inner strength, my inner warrior. And Cam's mentioned that he does this as well. Every great person will do this because you're adding on it every single day. It's not something that you do for a short space of time and then you stop doing it and you've just got it. Like, for example, if you want to become a bodybuilder, you have to work at that every day. Even once you get your muscles to where you need it to go, you still have to push yourself every day to improve and improve and improve and improve. And that's exactly the same with the warrior training, or prepping yourself to face dark times. Is every day you're doing your training, so you're consistent with it. Now, what I would suggest is putting something together for yourself that works for you, that feels natural for you, because you don't want it to be extra work. You don't want to feel like you're having to, I have to get up and do this. Do you know what I mean? You want to try and make it as easy and as comfortable as possible. So get a routine that works for you. And in regards to the routine, what I would suggest is getting in exercise, regular exercise. Making sure that you start your day off in a positive way. So with affirmations, talking to yourself, positive talking to yourself. Another great way of doing affirmations that I've found that really worked for me is actually in the mirror with yourself and actually affirming. It's like you're talking back to your younger self and you're reflecting back. That, you know, if you're talking to someone about something really interesting and you're both in that zone and you've got that connection going back and forth, and it builds your excitement up even more. If you can actually get that same thing with yourself. Believe it or not, if you just look at yourself in the mirror and you build up your affirmations and you bring it stronger and stronger every time you start affirming to yourself that you are strong, you are an overcomer, you're brave, and you keep putting emotion into it through the mirror, you're going to see that energy just start to raise. Your energy is going to start to raise. And like I said, this is something you want to do in the morning first thing, because you want to set your tone for the day. And then once you set your tone, you're able to overcome so many things in your day that you can go to bed thinking, I've had a good day, and then you just have to repeat your pattern again the next day. So like I said, affirmations, regular exercise, definitely in the morning to get your energy levels up and risen. Yoga's a really good one as well. As Cam mentioned, meditation works wonders. What I would suggest, because if I go on a rant about meditation, stuff like that, we're going to be here for a very long time. So guys, what I would suggest is either come to myself or Cam in regards to some more information, if you want some more information in regards to anything we've spoken about today, or you can do some research online for yourself, because I'm a true believer in educating oneself, because then you get to make your own decisions in regards to the information that's presented to you and see what works for you and what feels right to you. So have a little look. Sorry guys, my tortoise is literally like pulling down all my equipment around me. Get yourself prepped and ready in the morning, have a morning routine, set it up right for the day, and have it so it's like half an hour where it's just you and yourself alone, and you can do these things every single day. As bad as you want it, if you want it bad enough, you will get it. And overcoming fear is just the same thing. It's not, you are always going to have things that you're fearful of, but the next time something presents itself to you, you're going to be so prepped and ready, because you're training yourself like a warrior in the dark. So what was it they said? We train hard, we bleed hard. We sweat hard in training, so we bleed less in battle. And that's exactly what we're going to do here, guys. Do you know what I mean? We are gonna sweat so much behind closed doors. So when those times come, that comes up and it takes us over, we've already prepped ourselves, we're ready for it. And because you'll be building into your subconscious, you'll turn it into a habit because you're doing it every single day. It's going to become habit, because this is just how humans work. We can easily be programmed, believe it or not. Everything you do is run on a program, and it's been programmed into you since you were young. And you have the ability to change these programs, but you have to first recognize what the program is and then have a consciousness to then decide to change it. So in regards to doing that, you don't need to worry about all that for now. But for now, in regards to fear, if you build in your habits every single day and you turn it into just a normal behavior, like you get up, you just know that you just got to do your meditation, you've got to do a few minutes of exercise, you're going to talk well to yourself, you're going to be thankful. Giving thanks is a great one as well. Like Cam said, giving thanks for everything that you have in your life makes you appreciate on a subconscious level things that you have, so you don't sit there dwelling on things that you haven't done or being hard on yourself or because none of those things matter, guys. I'm gonna tell you a little secret now. This is the greatest secret ever. We come into this life, we do not bring a thing. When we leave, we do not take anything with us. So let's have a great time in the middle of it, because this is what we're here to do, experience and have a life. Fear is just part of the experience, which we're going to have to face, but that's okay.
Absolutely, yeah. And one of the things I had someone say as well, with regards to that overwhelm, recently I thought I would share, is the guy said, I've never had anyone ever say it. He said, the way to handle, especially nowadays, is ask yourself, have I got enough for today? Because we got so much overwhelm, have I got enough to take me through today? I know it's hard, but if you practice it every day, guess what? If you do it for a month, guess what? You're going to say, oh my God, I survived the whole month. But it's because it's that routine. The more you do it, the more it will become easier. And when that becomes a part of you, you're going to stop being fearful, because fear, it's almost as things that haven't happened before. We get fearful of them, and most of the time they don't even happen. You're like, oh my God, how am I going to survive? So the guy said, ask yourself, can I survive today? Have I got enough to take me through that day? So yeah, really, really good.
Definitely. Another thing as well I would say is try to stay in the now. Through the meditation, through mindfulness meditation, you'll be able to stay in the now, because you only become a fear, you only start going off on this crazy fear tangent when either you start thinking about the past and then you think the present's going to be exactly the same, or you start thinking about the present, things that haven't even happened yet, and like you said, Cam, might not ever happen, so you're sitting there fearing for nothing, or you're actually presented with a fear then and there and you'll kick into action. Now the last one, when you are actually presented with a fear and you kick in then and there, you will know what to do, because my friends, you have been doing it all your life. Like, look at you now. How many times have you got yourself through a tricky situation or something that you were fearful of? But you are here today, and no one got you through that but yourself. You got you through that. Believe it or not, however you got through, whether you cried and you struggled and you strained, or you breezed through it, you still got yourself through it. So you will do exactly the same next time. Next time there's something that's presented to you that you need to kick into action, you will just know how to do it, because built inside you, deep down, is the survival instinct. And if it's your time to go, then it's your time to go. But other than that, it's not going to happen. So don't be afraid of it. The worst thing that could happen to you as well is you'll die, and that's just another part of the journey. Do you know what I mean? Nobody knows what comes after that. So why? And we're all going to that place anyway. So why be afraid of that? Because it's stopping you from living. It's stopping you from enjoying what's happening now. And once you stay in the now, you can really work with, you can stop missing out on opportunities and really live in that energy of creating things that you want in your life, and being able to expand your consciousness and being able to do a lot more. Since I've been doing that, cooking, honestly, I've become like Gordon Ramsay out here. Like, I'm literally like Gordon, ask Lewis. I'm like Gordon Ramsay out here, mate. He'd be so proud of me right now. But that's all, you start to unlock all these things, and it might not be relevant to what you're trying to achieve in life, but these are different parts of you that you never knew existed within you. And guys, you're going to be missing out on yourself and your life if you don't take control of this and you start your warrior training.
That's good, actually. The other thing I want to share with regards to attacking fear, so I've always wanted to, I know that I've been talking about so much everywhere now about the benefits of having a cold shower, but because for so long I've been having, hot bath and all that, I've been so fearful. So I've done it in the summer because it was hot. I was like, yes, I can do, but it was hot. So this winter I said, you know what, I'm going to face my fear. I'm scared of cold water. I said I'm going to face it. So guess what? The first day I done it, oh my God, I screamed. The kids were like, Dad, you're right. I literally,
What the hell is he doing?
yes, scream. Talk about fear. Guess what I've said? Sometimes you get I talk to it, you know, it says you talk to it. So now, and then the following day, and then I said, what I tell people, baby steps. Guess what I said? Is like 30 seconds. So I would, but you always, because you don't want to go into it, because your body might get a reaction. So you know, might just go, because it's not been used to it. So what I do is I always have that warm, hot first, and then I go into warm, and then I slow it down. Now I've started to run mode, and then I just start with 30 seconds. I just sometimes in the shower, or I just all over my body. But one of the things I've started doing is, I face my fear. I face my fear. I face my fear. I face my fear. And guess what? You know, we'll talk about fucking fear now, which is actually so good. My brain is started adjusting. It's like, you know what? It's nothing. Now when I go in, before sometimes I would even, you know, when you try to start something, but you know, it used to take me a while. I'm like, and then I start on the, you know, they say when you're stepping in water, it's 1 foot, then another one. I wish you could see my feet like that when it's really cold. Now I put the water in and just go. You get what I mean? So it gets easier, and I'm like, oh my God, this is how we avoid so many things that we know are good for us, but we never do them because of the sound. And every time I finish, it's the best feeling ever. I'm not gonna lie. It feels so good, and we know the benefits because I had one of the guys who was saying another thing. If you want, for anyone who wants to do it, once you start doing it, do it while taking long, you know, breaths. So once you pour it, or in the bath, you say. It's just so good when you feel like you're gonna come out so refreshed. Ever since I've started, I think it's been a month now, and I do it after like workout because your body is hot as well. So you're like you feel it feels so good. It starts your day. It wakes you up. You feel so alive, and it's so good. Before I was like, I'm not doing it, not in this weather. But guess what? Now it's only getting easier, and I'm enjoying it. After I feel so fresh, because sometimes when you come out of a hot bath, you're sweating. You're from the bath, but you're sweating. You don't want that. This one feels so fresh, man. So yeah, that's one thing I wanted to share. I could talk about it after that. I mean, off this call, because otherwise it's just gonna take up all the interview. But it's so good. I recommend anyone. Before I was like, no, I'm not doing that. You know, the things say, no, I'm never doing that. It's that fear, man. So many things. So yeah.
That's the thing, and the fear itself takes over you more than actually doing the thing that you're afraid of. When you actually have done the thing that you're afraid of, what you've done is you've actually shown yourself that you're able to overcome a lot more than you actually thought. And my friends, every single one of you, I'm not missing any of you. Every single one of you is capable of overcoming any fear that's presented to you in this world, because we're all exactly the same. We're all human beings. And you've seen what people have achieved.
Exactly. Do you know that thing I heard about cold showers? Apparently, as well, it makes your brain stronger when you go through difficult times.
It does.
Makes your brain stronger. Apparently, which I didn't know. That's why for me now I'm loving it, because of all those benefits. So when you go through that, it makes your brain really strong to attack. You know, when you come across other fears in life, your brain is like, man, I do this. So plus it just sets you up. The other thing for me, I like to, you know, I talk about me winning the day before the day starts. I've done loads of videos on YouTube, and I say always win the day before it starts. Obviously, with, like you say, affirmations, running, exercise. When you have a cold shower in the morning before you go out, you've won the day. You've won the battle of the mind, saying, "Oh, it's so cold." Not everyone does. You've won the day already, and it kickstarts off the day. So absolutely, whenever I have it, oh my God, I feel so good. So you can tell when I talk about it.
I can tell you get really excited, and that's really good, because sharing that with everyone. Maybe you guys can add that into your morning routine to get your energy up and raised as well. And like you said, Cam, it's
as well.
easier.
You know, another benefit as well, quickly, I had, which I didn't know. When you do them long, like deep breaths while having it, it makes your body lean as well, man. Lean muscle, baby.
It makes you what? Sorry, you cut off then.
It makes you lean as well. Lean.
Oh, there you go, guys. So you got 2 in 1. You got strength and you got a bit of as well. Everyone would be doing this through lockdown. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, you strengthen your mind, guys, every single day. It's a muscle, so you need to flex it. You need to use it. You need to show yourself. And you are more than capable of overcoming anything. Like I said to you, you're overcoming anything and everything this life has to throw at you. So what you need to do is train yourself like a warrior every day, and you will see that your muscle, your brain, is going to start flexing, and you are going to be able to overcome a lot more. And you lay your head on that pillow knowing that you've overcome these fears, it takes you to another height. You become so in love with yourself as you keep coming, because you can see how amazing you are, that once you fall in love with yourself, that opens up a whole new world for you as well. So this is another way of being able to do that, by conquering your fears, guys.
Yeah, no, we'll go literally under 5 minutes. Can you see that timer on you? Goes so fast. I told you. Feels like we've been talking for 2 minutes, man.
I know, it's we can literally talk forever. But I just want to get another quote in for you guys. So I've got another great quote here, which you gain strength, courage and confidence by every experience in which you really stop and look fear in the face. And that was by Eleanor Forrest.
I love that. I love it.
Do you know what I mean? Fear is not there. It's not put in front of us to stop us. It's there to show us how great we actually are. Because believe it or not, we're capable of so much stuff. We are so powerful within ourselves. Everything that you see someone else doing, you're capable of doing it. It's just putting your mind set and your heart set on doing it. But you have your purpose for why you're here, and you have things inside you that has only come to you that you can bring into fruition in this world. And by allowing no fear to stop you from doing that, you can bring into the world what you're supposed to do. Because I'm telling you now, when you are there laying on the final days of your bed, you're not going to regret the things that you did in your life. You only regret the things that you never did, and you never got a chance to. And like I said before, we're only here to have an experience. You're not going to take anything with you, so enjoy it. Let the fear come in. Like Cam said, let the fear come in. It's okay. Is there anything you would like to add to that at all, Cam?
Yes. So another tactic is about using a language which will help you go. So when you're going after something you're scared, instead of saying, "Oh my God, I'm so scared to do this," start using, so from scared, replace it with excited. You say, "Oh my God, I'm excited to go to that public speaking." Let's use what that most people are fearful of. "Oh my God, I'm excited. I can't wait to get there." Guess what? Straight away, your subconscious, you've said it so many times, it will pick it up. Time you get there, you'll be on your way. Like, "Oh, I'm so excited to go to that interview, I'm so excited to go to that event for networking. I'm so excited to do that presentation. I'm so excited to open up about X, Y, and Z." So when you use that language, the subconscious is going to pick it up. You'll go to that place, you won't even realize. You're like, "Oh my God, how did I do that?" It's because your subconscious picked it up when you were talking to yourself. "I'm so excited to do X. I'm so excited. I'm so excited." Say it over and over again, and the subconscious will pick it up. And you go, whether it's an interview or whether it's a show. Trust me, you're going to knock it out of the park.
Yes, you will, guys. You definitely will. You have the whole universe behind you. You've got this. There's nothing you cannot do. You are all powerful.
Absolutely.
So I think that's the end of our show today. I've had an absolutely amazing time presenting to you guys. If there's anything that you guys want to know more about, because I know it's a very short session, so obviously me and Cam have covered so much today in a half an hour session, but if there's anything at all that you want us to go into more detail, you want any help with, please let us know. We're both qualified coaches and have our own practice. I'm a rapid transformational confidence coach, and Cam, if you'd like to tell us a little bit more about your coaching, because it's been so long.
No, yeah. So my coaching actually are two things. I help people overcome their fears so they can go after their goals and dreams. I also help people discover their life purpose. In fact, I've also created an online course. So if you feel like that's something for you, contact me. We're going to put the details below or somewhere up there or down on the screen or on the side, anywhere when this is posted. And I've also got a YouTube channel, and now Also on my Facebook, I put up a daily video. I've actually got a series called 2 minutes to daily success. In fact, I'm thinking of turning it into 2 minutes to daily success on Kambeinspired TV, guys. So I've got so much going on. I'm so excited. So tune in. These are only 2 minutes, especially instead of tuning on the news. You got 2 minutes. You spend 20 minutes scrolling down that social media. Go on 2 minutes and watch a video each day. And what I tell people is, trust me, if you watch these videos, by the end of 30 days, if you practice what the video says on that day, so whatever the topic is, practice it. Guess at the end of 30 days, you will have practiced 30 things. Can you imagine how your confidence would feel? Just your overall person. How would you actually feel? For example, today is enjoy the process. Well, yeah, I've got so many things to do, but man, I'm enjoying this conversation so much. It's enjoying the process, because most of us, we want to enjoy things when we get there. One of the things I've realized, so many people say, I didn't even enjoy myself to the jam because I was waiting to get here. But when you enjoy every single bit you go through, guess what? It makes it even more fun. So now I was looking forward to this because we've not shot one in a long time. So it's just enjoying the process. Sometimes I was looking at the videos we've been doing. I'm like, oh my God, we had a year when November, I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if I called you, but I think you said it. Our anniversary came up for when we went to the show. It came up, and then the audition as well. So things like that, if you don't enjoy them, when something like that comes back, you're like, oh my God, that day was awful. But we had so much fun at the auditions. When it popped up, all the things, I'm talking, all the things, that funny stuff came up. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I know. Oh God, it was so fun on that audition that day. But yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, no, I completely agree. But thank you for sharing your socials with us. So guys, if there's anything that you guys want, please contact Cam for all his socials. What we'll do is we will put all these details underneath this. So you'll have all my details, websites, same with Cam's. So if there's anything else you want to go on, please do let us know. Or if there's any information you want or anything like that, just let us know. Also, we've actually got an event coming up, because me and Cam are also a part of a inspirational speaking group called Inspirational Collective. I always get it mixed up. Inspirational Collective. So guys, that is going to be, we have a show this Saturday, so Saturday the 7th of November at 11 o'clock, and we'll be posting those details as well. That's all about how to get going and keep going, and that regards in any sort of ventures that you guys might have in regards to starting new businesses, or conquering your fears, or finding your life purpose, whatever it may be. So it might be another one that you guys want to log into, but again, the information we post on all the socials. We'll also post all our socials again for Inspire Ipswich underneath. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram or Facebook, please do. We're going to hopefully be getting back into competitions and stuff like that as well, so we'll be reading those out so you guys can get a bit more involved. If there's any topics or anything you want us to cover, anything at all, let us know. Leave a comment below, or just contact me or Cam, and we will sort that out for you as well. If anybody ever wants to be on the show to discuss anything, also please let us know, and we can see what we can do there as well. That'd be fantastic to get people involved. But I think that's the end of today's show here at Inspire Ipswich. I've had a fantastic time. Cam, have you got any last words for everyone?
Yes, so last words, I want to tell everyone that so with whatever that's going on, just remember, like Leyandra said, you've already been through so much and you've made it. And the other mindset I want people to remember, which is what I'm taking into 2021, is you surviving through this period. Imagine nothing is going to touch you, because you're going to say, oh my God, if I survive 2020, nothing can stop in my way. In fact, 2021, I believe, is going to be the best year of anyone that survived 2020, because they're gonna say, man, after the crazy stuff that's going through 2020, 2021, bring it on, I'm ready, we are ready, everyone is ready. You got so much potential within you, and go after your goals and dreams like your life depends on it. Because if you don't, and I repeat it, if you don't face that fear, guess what? That fear is going to rule you. So I would like to end it with MFYF. Make fear your friend. Bang, drop the mic.
I love it. And thank you guys. We'll be doing another one of these next month. So please tune in. Again, any suggestions, let us know. But it's been absolutely fantastic seeing you all again. I bring you nothing but light, love, truth, and blessings to every single one of you. And thank you, Cam, and thank you all.
Thank you as well.
Have a fantastic month.
Oh, the other thing, Glenn, have you got any shout outs? Especially we haven't done a show in ages.
It's been so long. So shout out to absolutely every single human, every single one of you out there making it, doing your very best. I just want you to know that you are perfect in your truest form, which is just you, and you're doing a great job. I just want you to know you really are doing a great job. So go you.
My shout out is probably my girlfriend. She's probably listening downstairs. She'll kill me for not saying that. I want to say, whatever we recorded this show isn't it crazy? It wasn't even planned for today. It's actually her birthday today, and shout out to Hilda. Happy birthday. I'm not going to record the show on today's special day, isn't it? So shout out to Hilda for her birthday today. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share. And
thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.